Hello everybody, welcome to today's cooking class. I'm so excited that you are here with us and I cannot wait to share Epicure with you. My name's Kayla. I'm a wife, a teacher, a mama to 4 kiddos. You may hear them in the background playing. I have one napping in her swing today. Her daddy will come rescue her if she wakes up. But I'm so glad that you are joining us for today's cooking class because I cannot wait to show you how Epicure is going to solve your mealtime dilemmas. So just a little bit about Epicure before we get started and then we're going to get cooking. Epicure is a 23-year-old Canadian company. They started in Canada and they just came to the US in 2019. So if you haven't heard of Epicure, that's why. They're still fairly new to the United States. But their target market is busy people. They want to help busy people and busy families. So if you're a working mom who's trying to come home and get dinner on the table after a long day, maybe you're a mom of active kiddos, high school sports, and you just don't have the time or the energy to get a healthy dinner on the table for your family. Maybe you are single or empty nesters and you just don't have the motivation to cook anymore. Epicure is great for all of those people. They want to help families get dinner on the table. So early in our cooking class, I asked you a question about your dinner dilemma. If you answered that already, I'm going to ask you to answer that again now in the comments. But tell me, what's your dinner time dilemma? Is it food allergies? Is it meal rut? Is it lack of time? Is it motivation? Is it empty refrigerator? Is it too many mouths to feed? What's your dinner dilemma? I want to show you how Epicure can help you. So drop that in the comments if you would, so we can chat about that as we're going along. But the top 3 dinner dilemmas for most families are dinner rut. So that means you're just cooking the same meals on repeat over and over and over. You're really good at them, you can whip them up really fast, but your family's super tired of them and you need some new recipes. Another top dinner dilemma is lack of time. I know that's me, mama 4, teacher, my husband's a teacher. We are busy and our kids are in activities and it is hard to get a good, well-rounded meal on the table. And there was a season in our life where we were doing frozen pizza like every other night, and because it was just easy and quick and we didn't have time to do other things. So if lack of time is your dinner dilemma, Epicure's right up your alley. The third dinner dilemma that is most common for people is poor planning, lack of planning. And that's hard because, maybe you do want to cook or you do have a little bit of time, but you come home and you think, okay, it's 4:30, what am I going to make for dinner tonight? Maybe I'll make fajitas. Oh wait, I don't have bell peppers, or I don't have tortilla shells, or whatever. And so you just don't have the ingredients that you need. Well, Epicure can solve all of those dilemmas. So Epicure has 2 distinct product lines. Okay, we have our meal solution packets and our food, and then we have our time-saving cookware. So I want to tell you a little bit about our meal solution packets before we get started with today's meal. So I'll just pick one up here. So this is beef and broccoli stir fry. Okay, our meal solution packets are meant to solve those dinner dilemmas. Okay, our meal solution packets, if you buy an individual item, so say you wanted to just put beef and broccoli in your cart, you're gonna get 3 beef and broccolis. Okay, taco seasoning 3, sweet and sour stir fry 3, okay, rotisserie chicken 3. But the great thing about these meal solution packets is on the back it tells you exactly what you need to make this meal. Okay, our meal solution packets have the spices, the seasonings, all the stuff that makes the meal yummy right in the packet, and then you just add some fresh ingredients and some kitchen staples to whip it together. Okay, so I'll talk more about these in a little bit after we get our dinner cooking here, but we're going to be using one of our meal solution packets today called crispy and crunchy lettuce wraps. and that's what I'm gonna cook for you in our demo today. But the other piece of Epicure, so we have our meal solution packets that are designed to help you get dinner on the table fast. But the other piece of that equation is our time-saving cookware. We have an amazing line of silicone cookware that's gonna help you cook in no time flat. Our multi-purpose steamers are amazing. I'm gonna be demoing our multi-purpose steamer today for you, but it's BPA free, food grade silicone, and the best part is all of it is oven safe up to 425 degrees, dishwasher safe, yes, that's right, I said dishwasher safe, and microwave safe. So I'm going to demo this multi-purpose steamer for you today and show you just how time saving it is. I've talked a little bit about microwave cooking in our class, but you don't have to cook in your microwave. Epicure is about doing whatever it takes to get dinner on the table for your family. So if that's utilizing your microwave to get dinner cooking faster, great. If that's using your oven, great. If that's using your stovetop, great. Our products lend to a lot of different cooking methods, and you can just pick what suits your family. All right, let's get started with our food, and then I can talk to you a little bit more about options. So this is our multi-purpose steamer. Okay, I'm gonna be using this today to make our crispy and crunchy lettuce wraps. The lettuce wraps can also be made on the stovetop, but it has our multi-purpose lid. It's got a vented lid. That's what helps things cook in the microwave so quickly. It's got this trivet. So this is a tray that you can use if you were gonna cook bacon, or if you wanted to do 2 layers. I'm gonna cook my peppers and my meat all together today, but if you wanted to separate them, you could put the meat on the bottom and then the vegetables up on the top on the tray. So that's really nice. So I'm gonna put this aside. And then the steamer itself has got 2 handles. It's about 10 by 10. So this is a great size for families. It's also a great size for even smaller families, because then you can just do it like all in one. But we are going to be making our crispy and crunchy lettuce wraps today. So let me grab that packet that I set aside here. So I'm going to get started with this, and we're just going to follow exactly what it says on the back. I set my ingredients out here so that we could, you wouldn't have to watch me prep things. So it says in a large bowl. I'm just going to do it right here in the steamer. I'm not going to get another bowl dirty. And if you were doing this on your skillet, you could, or in a wok. We have an amazing wok that is an excellent kitchen tool. But I'm just gonna put it right here in the steamer. So there's directions on here. I know you're not gonna be able to see this for stovetop and for microwave. So I'm using the microwave directions today. All right, so in a large bowl, combine the seasoning with a pound of ground pork, 2 diced bell peppers, 1 tablespoon of water, 1 teaspoon each of sesame oil and soy sauce. So I'm gonna divert from the recipe a tad bit, and I'll tell you why. I'm dropping things on the floor here. I am not gonna put this seasoning in yet. And the reason is we are going to cook this pork, and pork tends to be a pretty fatty meat most of the time. So you saw I just had a roll of pork sausage here. This is from Aldi, but you could use whatever kind of sausage you want. And if you wanted to change the protein, you could use a different protein. You could use ground turkey, you could use ground beef, you could use whatever you have on hand or that suits your family. Okay, so I'm gonna put that pork in there, and then I'm just gonna break this up. This is our ground meat separator. This is one of my most loved kitchen tools. And it's great for things besides meat. It's great to mash potatoes, to mash up avocados for guacamole, anything where you need to get meat ground up or something mashed or minced. It's great for that. Okay, so I've got my pork in there. I'll give that a rinse here in a minute. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add my bell peppers. Now, if you wanted to keep yours separate, you could. So this, I just chopped up 1 red and 1 yellow bell pepper. okay? Now it said to add the seasoning pouch. I'm not gonna do that yet because I think there's gonna be some fat in here that I need to drain off. And if I mix this seasoning pouch in now, it's gonna drain a lot of that seasoning out with the fat, and I don't want to do that. So we're gonna stir this in after it cooks for a few minutes. So it says for the microwave instructions, crumble this mixture evenly in Epicure multi-purpose steamer, cover with a vented lid, and cook on high for 5 to 6 minutes, or the meat is cooked through, breaking up into chunks halfway through. So I'm gonna put this in for 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna break up some chunks and drain some of that liquid off if there is any. And then we'll cook it some more and add our seasoning in as well. All right, so I'm gonna cook this for 3 minutes. Now, if you put the seasoning in right away because you don't wanna worry about adding the extras later, that's fine. It's totally okay to do that. Just if you know you're gonna have something real fatty that you're gonna need to drain off, it's just better to add the seasonings a little bit later so that you really get all that flavor. So I wanted to tell you a little bit more about Epicure while we're waiting on this to cook. So our meal solution packets, okay? These are an amazing addition to your kitchen. Lettuce wraps that we're making today, our crispy and crunchy lettuce wraps, are a part of our 3 weeks of easy dinners collection. If you, lack of planning and lack of time and motivation are your dinner dilemmas, you need to take a look at that collection because our 3 weeks of easy dinners has 15 single meal solution packets and digital recipe cards and digital grocery lists. So it's gonna take all of the guesswork out of dinner for you. Now, if you're looking at that collection and you think, oh, I'm not sure it has, you know, I don't know about the Thai dishes, just give them a try. And if you don't like them, you're not out anything but one meal. Because if you're gonna get something, say, for instance, sweet and sour stir fry, you're gonna get 3 of those. So 3 weeks of easy dinners is a great way to try a lot of different products for just a little bit. So I would recommend that collection for sure. A lot of the seasoning packets that I have here come in 3 weeks of easy dinners. So we have things like tacos, beef and broccoli stir fry, our lettuce wraps, enchiladas, rotisserie chicken. This is amazing. You can cook a whole chicken, 3 to 5 pound chicken, in our multi-purpose steamer or our round steamer in 20 to 25 minutes, and it's delicious. Delicious. Again, if you don't want to utilize your microwave, cook it in the oven. Meatloaf, cha-cha chili, creamy pesto parmesan chicken. So we really have a lot of variety that will hopefully suit you and your family's taste buds. Another great collection that we have available if you want to take the guesswork for sure out of dinner is our 30-day meal collection. So we have a new 30-day What's for Dinner collection each month, and it has all of the ingredients that you need other than those kitchen staples and fresh ingredients that you're gonna add. It has dinners for a whole month planned out. And the great thing about that collection is you're gonna have product left over after you make 30 dinners. So it's really a phenomenal value as well. All right, we got our pork and our bell peppers here. So those just went in for 3 minutes the first time. Okay, so I'm gonna use that ground meat separator. Let me give it a rinse here from when I used it before. All right. And now I'm gonna just break this up some more. Now, there is not a lot of grease in here, you guys. So I don't think I'm gonna drain it. I'm just gonna add the rest of our ingredients. I just wanna make sure I'm breaking this meat up really well so it cooks. All right. So since there's not anything to drain off, we'll go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients. So I need 1 tablespoon of water, which I have here, and I need this pouch. So we'll give this a, whoop, flying things. And then we need 1 teaspoon each of our soy sauce and our sesame oil. Now, I wanted to show you what I'm going to use to measure. I could have done this for the water, but it was easier to just have it ready to dump in. This is our Epicure 4-in-1 spice spoon. This guy is awesome. It measures a tablespoon, a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon, and a 1/4 teaspoon, all on this 1 spoon. So if you're like me and you have that awful drawer that is just full to the brim of measuring cups and measuring spoons, this is a great add to your order, as it can really help you declutter. I got rid of my teaspoons and tablespoons, and I just have 2 of these guys, and I'm thinking about adding a 3rd, I'm not gonna lie. It's really been super great. Okay, so we're gonna give this a stir here. All right, you guys see, this has been 3 minutes, right? And dinner's halfway done. You can't get much easier than this. So I'm gonna put this back for another 3 minutes. I have found that my microwave takes a little bit longer than some. So I may have to add another minute or 2 to the end. But I always start with the lower time because I don't want to overcook anything. Nobody likes overcooked food, right? Now, if you've cooked in your microwave before, you might be thinking to yourself, oh, I don't know about cooking in my microwave. It just seems like the meat is gonna be gross or overcooked or rubbery. I'm telling you, it turns out perfect every time in this steamer. We have cooked so many things in our steamer. I have cooked a whole chicken, quinoa, rice. It makes perfectly steamed rice and quinoa, vegetables, chicken breasts, popcorn, bacon. This is amazing for bacon. If you or anyone in your family is a bacon lover, this is the purchase for you, I'm telling you, because it is super easy cleanup. It doesn't make a mess. It doesn't stink up your kitchen. And if you have a large family, it's easy to do batches really quickly. You just put 4 to 6 pieces of bacon on the trivet, and you cook it, and you can make it as crispy as you like, and then you can strain that grease and put in another batch. It's super easy, and I love that I can just toss it in the dishwasher when I'm done for easy cleanup. It's amazing. If you don't have a dishwasher, they do hand wash really well also. So if you have any questions about our steamer, make sure you drop those in the comments about the products. But guys, I'm telling you, if you are on the dinner struggle bus, I've been there. I have been there. Our meal solution packets paired with our multi-purpose steamer is gonna amaze you. It's gonna be life-changing. It has been for my family. So that's what I would recommend. If you want to get started, if you want to take those dinner time dilemmas and solve them, our 3 Weeks of Easy Dinners collection paired with a steamer is probably your best bet. If 3 Weeks of Easy Dinners doesn't look appealing to you, choose 3 or 4 other meal solution packets and pair that with a steamer and give those a try. But that's going to be the best option for you to solve those dinner dilemmas of lack of time, lack of motivation, lack of planning. And one of the things I love so much about Epicure is this list right here. So this is our catalog, and I featured this in our class, so go back and look at it if you haven't. But Epicure has what they call their never ever list, okay? It's long, you saw words and words and words and words on here, okay? But this is our never ever list of ingredients that you will never find in their products. Epicure is committed to wholesome food and clean ingredients. So let me just read a couple of things off of here. No artificial colors, artificial flavors, no bleached flour, no corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup is in so many things today, and it is so bad for you. Hydrogenated oil, or even partially hydrogenated oil. Sodium nitrate, okay? We're also gluten-free, nut-free, sodium conscious, and sugar conscious. So if you are looking to clean up your pantry, if you're looking to get healthier, less processed foods on the table for your family, Epicure has got you covered. All right, let's take a look at our lettuce wraps. Let's see, oh my goodness, you guys, that is smelling so good. All right, I'm gonna give this a stir and see. I think it's gonna need about 1 more minute. I'll hold it up to the camera here so you can see. But my microwave tends to take a little bit longer, but check it out, you guys. These are lettuce wraps. I have my romaine lettuce washed and ready to go, but I'm gonna pop this in for just 1 more minute and make sure that pork is really cooked. Maybe I'll do 1:30, okay? But 6 minutes of cook time so far. Do you see how quick this is? Truly time saving. All right, I'm gonna do 1:30 just to make sure it gets done. All right, so let's go ahead and get our lettuce ready. Now, if you wanted, I didn't get a bowl and a plate out, so I'll put those out here. I have this washed, and I'm just gonna chop the end off here. Now, if you really wanted a no-fuss dinner, you could totally just chop up this romaine lettuce, put it in bowls, and then put the crispy crunchy lettuce wrap filling in the bowls and just have lettuce wrap bowls. It's gonna taste exactly the same, right? So lettuce wraps, depending on your lettuce, I mean, this is kind of putsy. It's, you know, it might be hard to keep the filling in, but if you really want that better than takeout restaurant feel, you know, you can definitely serve them in lettuce floats. But just know that you can make this your own. Chop up the romaine and have lettuce bowls if you want to. One of the awesome products that we have that I'm not demoing for you today, so I'll just get some. So on the package it says, to assemble, make 8 sets of 2 stacked lettuce leaves. So they recommend 2 so that it's not as flimsy. And then top each stack with about a half a cup of filling. Now they suggest drizzling with sriracha sauce or hoisin sauce, but what I would recommend, if you want a sauce, you could make our chipotle aioli. So aioli is like fancy mayo, right? You could drizzle that on the top of these. My husband and I actually like these as is without any sauce on them. So you wouldn't necessarily have to do a sauce, but if you want to kick it up a notch for that better than takeout feel, you totally could. Oh my goodness, you guys, these smell outstanding. All right, so I'm gonna scoop some of this filling in here. I'm just kind of eyeballing a half a cup. All right. Voila. Dinner is served. How easy was that? So I'm so excited about Epicure. It has been a total game changer for our family. And look at that. Dinner ready. Less than 10 minutes, you guys. I stood here and did a lot of talking, and dinner's done. So if you have any questions at all about our steamers, about our products, please let me know. Drop that in the comments. I would love to help you. If your family deals with a food intolerance or a food allergy that you need to be mindful of, please let me know that as well. I would love to tell you what products will work for your family and share that allergen information with you. But just know that Epicure is about you doing whatever it takes to get good, healthy, wholesome food on the table for your family. And our steamer and our meal solution packets are where it's at. So if I had to recommend something to start, it would be 3 weeks of easy dinners paired with our multi-purpose steamer. If you want to go above and beyond, get that multi-purpose steamer and our 30-day What's for Dinner collection, and you're going to be set. But thanks so much for joining us for our class. Thank you to our wonderful host for bringing us all together. And thank you for letting me show you Epicure. So be on the lookout for more information, and please don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great rest of your day.